Hello everyone, I'm Savannah. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be reacting to Freshers' advice because there's so much advice for first year uni students on the internet. So many different stuff, and look, we can all give advice, but as to whether we actually follow our own advice, that is a completely different story. So I'm going to be reacting to the good advice, the bad advice, and the ugly advice as well. And you can join me on this adventure of reacting to Freshers' advice. So for context, my name's Savannah. I've just finished my first year at the University of Nottingham. I'm going into my second year. What? I'm studying maths. And yeah, so let's go. Okay, so the student room. Freshers Week tips from students. This is from students. So try getting in touch with your flatmates and course mates before September. They usually have Facebook groups. Yes, that is good advice. I would go with that. Definitely, if you don't have Facebook, unfortunately, you will just have to get it. Just for this, just to meet new people. And the groups really help because you can find someone who's in your accommodation on your course and say, hey, let's walk to lectures together. And that can be the start of a beautiful friendship. Try and attend as many events as you can. I'd say try and attend a lot of events, but don't ridiculously overpack your Freshers Week because then you're going to end up having to cancel and you'll have bought tickets and things. So I would actually say don't try and attend as many events as you can. Obviously try and attend lots of events, but don't completely pack your day full of doing stuff because then you will end up losing money on tickets you bought but decided not to go to because your flatmates or whatever were like, oh, let's just stay in tonight. So a lot of people are saying like, go to as many events as possible, but like I said before, I just don't think that's as good. And as well, you need to take care of yourself. You know, you need time for yourself, no matter who you are. Sometimes you just want to have a cup of tea and have a break from everything that's going on, because don't get me wrong, Freshers is stressful. There's a lot of stuff going on. You're going to get a lot of emails, a lot of information, a lot of new people. So much stuff is going to change in the space of a week. So just be careful. Exchange phone numbers with your new friends in case you get separated, especially on nights out. Yes, do that. Aston University advises don't spend all your money on booze. Thanks for that, Aston. Because I was in a catered hall, like, I knew that I was getting 3 meals a day and that was all paid for. So I didn't have to perhaps budget as much as I will have to this year when I'm in my student house, but at the same time, definitely keep an eye on how much money is going in and out of your account. If you're anything like me, you'll hate checking and seeing how much money you've got in your account because it won't be pretty, but just try and do it anyway. It really helps to keep an eye on stuff, especially if you've subscribed to something and you're paying for it and you don't know. University of Leicester, shopping after 6 p.m. means that most supermarkets have reduced the price of food they're trying to shift. As someone who worked in Tesco, yes. Try and do that. Try and shop a bit later at night and then you can get cheaper stuff. Life hack. Oxford University press advice for freshers: don't panic. Thanks. See, I'm not saying stuff like this is bad advice, I'm just saying it's a bit obvious, you know what I mean? We asked our panellists what they couldn't have lived without in their first year. Friends box set, George Foreman grill, what? Essential, I don't know, a voice recorder. Again, that's a voice recorder. Why would you need a voice recorder? I'm actually scared of these panellists. Things they should have left at home. Powdered oats. That's it. Leave your powdered oats at home, guys. As a note, I'm not like making fun of these people. That's not in my nature at all. I just thought we could have a look at the advice. I could give you my thoughts on it. Have a bit of a laugh while we're at it, you know. No meanness intended. You know that's not me. So many people are saying get involved as much as you can. I mean, that's the as much as you can bit is crucial to that. Definitely don't overstress yourself with things. Okay, now we're doing 6 essential tips for freshers. We have a picture of people having fun. What's that girl doing there? What? She's got like a zebra on her head. She's just here to have a good time. So it's interesting because a lot of these Freshers Week things say the same thing, like get involved, make friends, be good with your money. And I mean, it's all kind of obvious stuff, like when you go to university, obviously you want to get involved, make friends and be careful with your money, you know what I mean? Okay, 7 tips for Freshers Week. This is from the British Council. I don't know what that is, but it sounds official, doesn't it? Be open-minded. Join as many societies as possible. Make an effort to bond with flatmates. Manage your money. Don't miss out on student discounts. Missing home's normal. Enjoy yourself. That's what all of them are going to say. Advice to freshers from second-year students now. This is kind of what I'm doing. It's not always the best time ever, and that's okay. Now that is actually useful advice. Some people hate freshers. Some people don't like it at all. That doesn't mean you're going to hate the rest of university. There were bits I wasn't as keen on in freshers. I didn't really like... I'm not a big person with going out and things. I mean, I did it, but, you know, it's not... Remember that what you see on social media is only a highlight reel. It's not everything else that happens behind the scenes. It can be overwhelming and you may feel uncomfortable. Thank you, Charlotte. See, Charlotte's given, like, pretty good stuff here. The drinking culture surrounding university is something that really annoys me. Never feel pressurised into drinking. If you don't want to go out one night or just aren't a fan of drinking, that is completely fine. Okay, it is okay to miss a night out, even if it's during freshers. It is okay, it is absolutely fine. At the end of the day, it's like 3 hours, and everyone will probably have drunk a lot anyway, so they won't remember it. You know what I mean? I mean, go to the nights out if that's your thing, and go if you want to go, but don't beat yourself up for missing one. Don't worry about all the stuff you're missing out on, because I guarantee it wasn't half as good as your brain is telling you. Okay, one thing you're going to hear so much in first year is, it's okay, first year doesn't count. That's okay, but don't think that means you can rest on your laurels in first year as well, because in second year you'll have internships to apply for. A lot of things might depend on what you get in first year. If you want to go into postgraduate, they'll look at a transcript of all your grades in every module, things like that. So although a lot of people say it's fine, first year doesn't count, just try and keep on top of your studies at least, you know what I mean? My advice based on a mistake that I made is don't overcommit yourself to too much stuff during freshers, because that's what I did and it really came back to bite me. I found it really hard to balance my work life and my social life and all the other stuff I was doing as well. First impressions stick, so don't burn out on the first night of Freshers Week. I mean, look after yourself first, that's what I'm going to say. I don't really like that advice. I'd say definitely look after yourself first. You are the most important person in Freshers Week. Learn early on when the university library closes. Nothing is more mortifying than being locked in a building all night because you had your headphones on and then activating the alarmed fire escape like I did. It will save you a lot of hassle, trust me. That is very specific freshers advice. Trevor from Liverpool John Moore's uni. I can't say I've ever had that happen to me, but that's Trevor's advice for you guys. Don't be embarrassed to be who you really are. Yes, Quidditch might sound daft, but you want to try it, so do. I haven't played Quidditch or anything like that, but I have regretted not doing things because I was too worried about what other people would think. I've regretted not joining things. And this isn't just at uni, this is at school as well. I've regretted not joining a school club or something because I was just worried what other people would think and things, but join it. You know, it's your life, you've only got one. Motivational speech from me here. It's your life, you've only got one, and you don't want 60% of that life to be worrying about what other people would think. Yeah. Don't forget to start looking for houses or apartments for second year before Christmas break. Ooh. Okay, right. I signed my house in November. I signed on to my house in November, but that's because I was very lucky. Very, very fortunate to have had everything fall into place, found a nice house and find people that I'm still friends with 1 year on. Don't worry too much about the time span of finding a house and things. There will be somewhere for you to stay, I promise. Be 100% sure that the people you're with, you're going to be with by the end of the year. Don't rush buying a house. Follow all the students' union advice they can give you. Just don't rush into anything you don't want to be in, because so many letting agencies out there will try and take advantage of you for things like that. So I definitely wouldn't recommend looking for houses for second year before Christmas break. Just take your time with it. Make sure you found a good group of people you like. Have the discussion with them. Just don't rush into anything you don't want to be in, because so many letting agencies will take advantage of you because you're just a student. So don't buy textbooks, buy tequila. Thanks, Becca. I disagree with that advice. Don't do vegetables, stay in drugs and eat your school. No. To all of those. Okay, so maybe the last two were not so good advice. Okay, good. At least there's a disclaimer at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to stop now before this gets too long because there's so much freshers advice. This could go on for ages. You'll get a lot of the same advice, and hopefully I've picked out some actual nuggets, some actual genuine nuggets of information for you there. Some actually really useful stuff. Hopefully I've picked that out. I've given some of that out, and hopefully we've gone over the stuff that isn't that good advice. I'm going to stop now because I could do this for a lot longer. But if you want to see more, then let me know. I know I said at the start that a lot of us give out advice and we seldom barely follow it, which is true. But hey, it's there. The nugget is there. It's up to you whether to take it, eat it. It's there. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. And with that, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.